something a little bit different for you now. The show here is sort of dropping down a little in volume, so we've got a good chance to talk to acoustic guitar maker, and I'm so pleased to have with me Manuel Rodriguez, all the way from Spain. How are you?
Lars, thank you so much for this chance. We did it for a long time ago.
Yes, we go back a long way, and I've interviewed you so many times. We'll never get all the facts in this story, but let's just quickly, it's his third generation. Is it
correct.
1905?
That's correct.
That's the lot, and you're still making the traditional Spanish way.
That's right. All made in Spain. We make everything in Europe, and it's all handmade. And we're using for our cheapest model, or low-price model, European woods.
Incredible. And I've been to your factory a couple of times now.
Yes.
Down in Toledo, Spain.
That's right.
Where you took me into this big warehouse, and it's just sheets and sheets and sheets of this wood that's been drying for years and years and years. And there's some Brazilian rosewood in there from the early days when your grandfather started making all this, and he was making them from the coffee boxes which were made from Brazilian rosewood.
That's this wood. From 1936, when the Civil War, these coffee boxes in the supermarket and market there, they were taking this wood, and I have about 300 sets, and that's my goal. That's how I make these instruments. This guitar is signed by Jimmy Carter, and we auctioned them for $100,000 to help humanity.
Incredible.
So it's how I help the world, right?
Yeah. Just turn it over to see the front.
That's beautiful. The front. All flower inlaid, and very old wood top, back and sides, and very unique pieces. You cannot get this anymore.
Just go back to your great-grandfather and how he first started producing these guitars by hand in a cellar in a workshop. Was it something to do with the German battleship that sank?
Yes, well, my great-grandfather was a famous flamenco player playing for the Tsar of Russia, and my grandfather was having a fishing store. So in the First World War, this ship vessel sank in Cádiz and La Lucía, San Fernando. People were afraid to eat fish because Southern soldiers passed away.
Right.
So then he went bankrupt and started to make guitars for my great-grandfather. But that's how we were born. I wouldn't be here without that ship sunk. So that's how life goes.
And you still use a traditional Spanish heel?
Yes, the majority of these instruments is Spanish heel, 90%.
And you mentioned seeds.
Yes, right now, we're hanging these seeds on each guitar. So when you buy a Rodriguez guitar, you can plant your own tree. We have to do this. So when you make guitar with wood, help us plant another tree for the next generation. And this is acacia. That's how we use some of our fingerboards on the Eco guitar, Ecologia model.
Excellent. And I know when we came to see you last time, I think it was that the King of Spain called you up and said on his estate, a cypress tree had fallen down. Off we go in a truck to get the tree because it's the wood to make the soundboard for the
That's right. For the flamenco guitars in Aranjuez, a city nearby our workshop. So with a big storm, we see a tree coming down, they call us and we go and get it. So because there's no more wood. And right now we continue giving guitars to world leaders with a typical Spanish gift.
Yeah.
And now we're using also Hanaback strings on all our instruments. And so we upgrade the whole line with better woods, better strings, and with a great reasonable price. We have to keep our European industry, and that's the only way we can do it.
And the legacy of it all.
Exactly. So we're very happy with this new project with Geva Toman, and hope we can do a lot more.
Fantastic. A great story, great legacy, and you're keeping it going, which is fantastic.
We have to, because being the second oldest brand, we have to keep that legacy. It's my responsibility, and we make people happy with our instruments. So that's a great joy. For example, next 1st of June, we'll be with Rolling Stones in Madrid, and we'll give them a flamenco guitar.
Wonderful.
So because they love flamenco, so that's how we do it.
You are your own complete publicity agent as well, aren't you? I think it's fantastic.
Well, I have a great team in Guerra, so so they do a great job.
It's so nice to see you again.
Lars, great to see you again.
Yeah,
keep going.
Yeah.